Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Discussing with Chat GPT with your narrator, Kristophe. And the prompt for today's video is in between two thinkers, Lacan and Hegel, and the dialogue is based upon two subjects: the scopic drive, which is more related to Lacan, and the interpretation of the I as different from the other and relative degree of similarity, which is more related to Hegel. And so ChatGPT certainly agreed. And then here's the dialogue that was produced. Lacan. Greetings, Hegel. I find our meeting quite intriguing. I've been pondering on the scopic drive and its role in the formation of the subject. The desire to see and be seen is fundamental to the human psyche. Hegel. Indeed, Lacan. I've also explored the dynamics of recognition in the development of self-consciousness. The mutual recognition between individuals is pivotal in shaping the self. How do you see the scopic drive fitting into this framework? Lacan. The scopic drive is not just about visual perception. It's about the gaze and the desire for acknowledgement from the other. The subject seeks validation through the gaze of the other, contributing to the construction of identity. Hegel. Fascinating. In my dialectic of recognition, individuals achieve self-consciousness through the acknowledgement of validation they receive from others. It seems there's a parallel in our emphasis on the importance of the other. True, but my focus on the unconscious in the symbolic order adds complexity. The scopic drive involves a quest for recognition that often operates at a level beyond conscious awareness. The gaze becomes a mediator of desire and identity. Interesting. In my philosophy, the dialectic of recognition occurs in the realm of self-consciousness and is part of a larger historical and societal process. The individual self-realization is intertwined with the broader context of intersubjective relationships. Yet Hegel, don't you like a Yet Hegel, don't you think there's a unique intensity in the scopic drive? The gaze, whether real or imagined, holds a power that goes beyond the external world. It taps into the symbolic realm, shaping the very fabric of subjectivity. Hegel. I agree that the gaze plays a crucial role, but I would argue that this mutual recognition is not limited to vision alone. It extends to all facets of human interaction, encompassing language, action, and societal institutions. The scopic drive seems to capture a specific aspect of this broader dialectics. Like, yeah, perhaps, but the scopic drive has also highlights the tension between the I and the other. The gaze creates a duality, a separation between the one who sees and the one who is seen. It accentuates the subject's sense of lack and desire for completeness through the other. Hegel. I acknowledge the tension, like yeah. In the dialectic of recognition, the I and the other are intertwined in a reciprocal relationship. Each individual's self-realization depends on the acknowledgement and recognition received from the other. It's a dynamic interplay rather than a stark duality. In this imagined dialogue, Lacan and Hegel engage in a thoughtful exchange, highlighting both the similarities and differences in their perspectives on the scopic drive and the interpretation of the I in relation to the other. The conversation brings out the nuances of their respective theories, showcasing the richness of philosophical psychoanalytic dialogue. Lacan. Ah, Freud, welcome. We've been discussing the scopic drive and the dialectics of recognition with Hegel. Now, Freud, What do you bring to the table regarding the superego? Freud, greetings, Lacan. The superego, in my view, represents the internalized moral and societal norms that shape an individual's conscience. It's formed through the identification with authority figures and the internalization of societal values. Hegel. Interesting, Freud. In my dialectic, the ethical development of individuals is embedded in the broader historical and societal context. How does your concept of the superego relate to our discussions on recognition in the scopic drive? Well, I propose that achieving the superego involves a process of synthetic profinement. It's not merely an acceptance of external norms, but a dynamic internalization and refinement of these norms through the individual's experiences and interactions. So you're suggesting that the superego isn't a fixed set of rules imposed by external authority, but a continuously evolving synthesis shaped by the individual's life experiences? Precisely, Lacan. And I would argue that the ultimate upgraded recreation of life involves a continual process of refining and recreating the superego in response to the complexities of life. Hegel. It seems your perspective introduces a developmental aspect to the ethical and moral dimension. Freud. In my dialectic, the development of self-consciousness also entails a historical and societal progression. Do you see a connection between your concept of the superego and the broader social context? Freud. Absolutely, Hegel. The superego is not formed in isolation, but is deeply entwined with societal values and norms. However, the synthetic profinement I propose allows for individual agency in shaping and adapting these internalized norms. Lacan. Third, how does this process of synthetic profinement relate to the scopic drive and the desire for recognition when discussing? Or the dis and the desire for recognition we've been discussing. The scopic drive and the desire for recognition play a significant role in the formation of the superego, says Freud. The gaze, as Lacan highlighted, is crucial in the identification process. The synthesis of the superego involves incorporating the expectations and judgment of the other, influencing the individual's moral compass. Hegel. So in a way, the scopic drive and the dialectics of recognition contribute to the shaping of the superego, influencing the internalization of societal values and norms. Freud, precisely. The individual's interaction with the external world, the gaze of the other, and the ongoing process of synthetic profinement all contribute to the development and creation of the superego. In this extended dialogue, Freud introduces the concept of synthetic profinement and the continuous creation of the superego, connecting it to the ongoing themes of recognition and the scopic drive. The conversation deepens, providing a more comprehensive exploration of the interplay between psychoanalysis, philosophy, and ethical development.